I think it's time we talk about something very important here. First of all, queer representation. And second of all, I have a huge announcement for the summer to make. So stay tuned and keep on watching and spend a day with me here in rural France. Good morning, you guys. We just woke up, just had breakfast. Making this bed. It is a bit of a mess. But nothing that we can't fix, right? So yeah, I've had a few comments that actually quite shocked me. So I've decided to make this video a special Pride edition video. I used to actually hang always a Pride flag in front of the chateau for the month of June. It's just been so busy that I've just, yeah, there was no time for that. Somehow these cushions don't really hold the same shape. I don't really know. And I just don't care. Today, I'm just gonna leave it at that. At least it's made. But can you see that? The dahlias are coming back. So yeah, that's why I put tons of coffee around them so that the dahlias will actually have a chance against the slugs. And tomorrow, I have decided I'm gonna buy the slug pellets. It's officially worn now. I also just removed all the seedlings from the little station that I had because they weren't going anywhere, and I switched them out for some fresh kitchen herbs and moved them into here, into the open barn. Let me show you. Got some parsley and thyme and basil. The capucin is also pretty much done. So I will be trying to find something new for that. And I thought like petunias, because the petunias behind me are actually doing so well. But before I take you on a walk, which I'm planning to do in a bit, is I wanted to talk about queer representation on social media and YouTube and all these platforms and in life in general, because it's been a main topic of my solo work as an artist, and I have experienced it now already. Like so mind-blowing that people still think. I had a comment, I think I also reported that person as harassing. I've had a comment of someone actually saying that they're sick and tired of watching gay people with tattoos taking over everything. Where do I even begin? You know, I think all of this comes always from a place of being scared, being afraid, not being educated enough, and just plainly being really, really unsatisfied and unhappy with your own life. That's when you start reflecting hate onto others. The hate that you have towards you, you start to just like throw at others. And I find it's just sad. And I'm really sad for those people. I don't even feel like, yes, a part of me gets offended and a part of me gets like, because I have been bullied. I mean, I have been bullied like crazy in school. I mean, before I even knew that I was gay for myself, or before I admitted it to myself, lots of kids called me fag, faggot. All the bad names that you can think about, I've been called. People hated me. People didn't want to hang out with me in school. Hell, I was thrown in front of a tram as a kid because kids just didn't like me. But, you know, it's all trauma that we carry. I think there's like such a huge difference now for queer kids nowadays because they have so many role models. There's so many of us out there trying to be open about our sexuality, trying to be open about what we think, you know? And I think it's so great to have these platforms, and that's why I want to do this. I want to be a role model. I want some queer kid just look at me and be like, hey, this dude survived. I'm going to survive, you know? And this I think is the most important bit of my work, so I will never, 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 never stop this. And people can write all they want, you know? We're gonna come back, we're gonna be strong, we are gonna push on because we deserve just as many things as everyone else, because queer is normal. It's nothing, and what is even normal? If you take it apart, the word normal, it comes from a norm. But what is the norm? What is a norm? It's something that maybe old white men have decided it is. Or women, I don't know, but it's definitely not the window just hit the tripod, so I was a bit worried. I'm so furious about this topic, and I've done so much work on, especially my solo work, with that. I mean, I talked about my movie, about this LGBTQIA+ situation in Poland that I did, Homopol. I might even link it again in the description box below. And I did another project in a club in Essen where I took Arthur Miller's Crucible and turned it into a chase of queer people in our today's world, because it's still happening everywhere around us. I think it's time to say on this channel, if you don't like queer people, then please don't watch me. Because I am queer, I am gay, I am what I am, and I will not change for anything or anyone, because I love the way I am. And it has taken me 30 odd years to realize that, and I am 37 now, and I am thankful for all that has happened to me in my life, and all the good, all the bad. I've gone through some really bad shit until I finally went to ballet school at age 15, 16. I left home, and that was a game changer for me. So it does get better. If you are a young person, it does get better. There will be weird people who are full of hate towards themselves, that will direct their hate at you. Don't listen to them. You are wonderful the way you are. Please, please, please believe that, because this is the one thing that I was missing when growing up. I would have liked for someone just to say, hey, I'm like you and you are amazing. And that's what I'm saying now. And talking about amazing, I want to show you the gladiolas in the garden. They have started opening up. So pretty. Also, the hydrangeas have recovered. So I bought hydrangeas last summer. They completely burned because they were bought from inside the garden center, not outside. I cut them all down and now they're really starting to bloom again. I'm really, really happy. But the gladiolas really look so beautiful. Let me show you. So let's close these windows, and then we will go on a walk. One shoe, second shoe. I'll be taking my phone and I'll be trying to call my parents, because we didn't talk that much during the weekend, or actually yesterday. And I'll see you after the walk for another bigger announcement for the summer. So while I sort out things here, because there's still like so much just lying around here, I wanted to make my big announcement that I was promising you. So basically the big announcement is that I have decided to cut it down to one video coming out every Friday during the summer months. So this is going to be the last Tuesday video for July and August, and then I'm planning on picking it up in September. Like this, it just gives me a bit more time to take care of things here and to actually have time for my guests and time also for the festival. And it's just, I can see that there's so many things happening right now. So I don't want the quality of the videos to go down, especially now that I've started filming with the bigger camera. I kind of feel like the quality has gone up, or maybe that's just my impression. There's some really good things coming up. So there's even a renovation coming up, which is gonna be a whole mini series in itself. I'm just planning all the steps to get everything out, which will be the video coming out next week. So this week you'll have a Friday video coming out, and then next week there should be another video coming out, and that would be the renovation video. So many things. I'm trying to get a bit better organized. Also with the renovations, it's just I need to see how much money I have so I can progress through them and stuff like that. So I mean, I don't earn tons of money with YouTube as of right now, and I'm still trying to figure out the whole artistic bit in France. So, you know, we have money coming in by the end of the year, but until then, I have to basically live off of my savings and live off the B&B, which is not that much money, to be all honest. Got to cut down on the renovations, which I'm hoping will can kind of revive it all next year. So the plan is to basically do this mini renovation now, then to concentrate on more artistic work, and then after that concentrate on emptying out the barn so that we can finally start barn and garden next year. Those are my two big projects that I really want to achieve next year. And maybe we'll have to do it, we'll have to take it baby steps, because I want to do it all myself, just because I need to save money. And I also would like to be able to afford it and not to spend too much money, too big a chunk of money at the same time. So that's why we just gotta go step by step. So let me finish this here, the kitchen thing, and I will get back to you in a bit. Alrighties, you guys, I'm getting ready, and I'm taking my phone with me because I'll be recording with my phone if I need to be recording something. I'm going up to Alexi's because we want to install a lamp in front of the house that we have been wanting to install for ages, and we still haven't done it. So need to go into the workshop, get some tools, and then we'll be on our way up to Alexi's to finally get this done. So what we want is the big gun, but with the drill bits that we need. Got the battery in, and I think these should be the right drill bits for, yes, hammer drill bit. Looks good. Right, let's go up. I'm back, and now I'm actually taking out lasagna that we had made already yesterday night, because Justine is back also. So yeah, I'm taking that lasagna up to Alexis and Justine, and we're gonna have lasagna up there for lunch because it's already 12:18. I'm so hungry. I'm so incredibly hungry. But the lamp thing worked. Probably because we drilled a wrong hole in the beginning, so we'll need to fill up that hole, and we'll need to buy some stuff tomorrow at Leroy Merlin when we go, or Castorama, whichever one we go to. That will be a thing for the hardware store. And I also need to kind of like do a short list of stuff that I might need from the hardware store. So I've also been looking for inspiration things for the makeover I was mentioning, so I'll talk about that later on for that video that I will have to still record. So there's many moving parts today. So let's have lunch, and then we'll take it step by step from there. So basically the big announcement is that I have decided to... That is a very like multiple layered thing right now, because I'm editing the video that you are right now seeing, because I just need to have it done by tomorrow, because today is Monday. I'll be editing that, trying to be able to upload it tomorrow morning, so at least I'll have the whole edit and everything, and then I need to make the thumbnail. It just takes a lot of time out of my day to make content, and make content that's good and nice. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep on editing and tweaking here and there. Then I just started a 10K plan on my Garmin watch, because I really want to get back into running. I've been running, I guess you've seen it. Also, I've posted about it on my stories on Instagram, but I want to do it with more of a plan. I have my benchmark run, which is just 9 minutes today, but I also want to do some weightlifting, do a bit of cleaning here and there, just like a tiny cleanup. Then tonight in the bar there's the quiz night, and we're obviously not taking part in the quiz, because the quiz is definitely something that is more meant for someone who grew up with British culture, because it's organized by a British lady or multiple British people. We're just going for the fun of it. We're gonna sit at the bar, and usually they also give us a sheet, so we can kind of like do it, but without the competition of it. Last time it was really a lot of fun. I was alone with Justine, and Justine and I had a really fun time. We were laughing all the time because we didn't get half the stuff, because obviously, I mean, she grew up in France, I grew up in Germany. I think I know more about American culture than about British culture, although I've been to Royal Ballet School, but that was such a micro universe that I just didn't really know much of British culture then. It was just too short, I guess.
Let's go. Yo, I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it, fuse like a magnet. Lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shit tastes sour,
let's get some running shoes on, and then we'll be on our way. I chose a 10K plan because I find like I'm already touching up to a 5K. I can just easily do a 10K plan without doing a 5K, because I'm touching up to the 5Ks anyway all the time now with my runs. I feel pretty confident with that. And then eventually next year I actually would like to run a half marathon again, but I think before I want to do the half marathon plan, I just want to do the 10K plan, so to improve my 10K time and to actually just get started with the 10K. It's really hard here, because it's just running here is tough. It's very hilly. It goes up and down all the time. It's not the easiest, but I think it's really good for stamina. And even then, I can really feel it working my lungs, which is so good, so perfect. Just what I need, I think, to stay fit and healthy. Just finished the benchmark run. It was really short, obviously. Now I'm just gonna lightly jog back home, because for the benchmark you really push as hard as you can. I had quite the fast pace of 5 under 5. That's already quite good. I'm going to make myself some yogurt with protein powder. Try to maybe stretch out a tiny bit. We'll tidy up a tiny bit upstairs. And then I think it'll be time to slowly start getting ready, thinking about dinner maybe already. It's just your usual day at the chateau, with me alone being here. However messy it gets, I always try to keep the space as clean and tidy as possible, because I find that keeping a space untidy is just gonna mess with your brain, because it's just gonna distract you from things you want to do. So I find, like, especially the kitchen is a really important place. Also in the evenings after cooking, before going to bed, I try to organize the kitchen so that I wake up in the next day and I come down into the kitchen. I actually have a full, clean, functional, ready to go kitchen. I find that's like one of the most important things for me, because I don't want to come into a dirty kitchen in the morning. Just be reminded to again have to clean up. So yeah, I might be a bit weird, and yes, I do leave stuff lying around from time to time, and it's been, again, like just a really stressful week, so things have just like stopped working the way they were supposed to work in my daily routines. I always try to implement also in my daily routines my administrative work, about like, I would say 2 hours split into 30-minute blocks where I do administrative work, I do all the admin stuff to my artistry, all the admin stuff for the YouTube channel, all the admin stuff that revolves around the chateau. Then it's usually cleaning. I also spend some time honing some new ideas. I really like to invest time into myself, into my body, by either going for a run or doing weightlifting, doing some kind of other exercise or moving my body. Especially now that the dance festival is coming up, I really want to be on the top of my game when it comes to my fitness. And also I want to take some time off to just relax, and I also need some time to do video editing, do things, because I always try to keep a good pace with YouTube, and I really want YouTube to become my full-time job at one point, so that's why I'm putting in a lot of work in that as well. With that being said, I will go take a shower now because it's almost 6 o'clock, and I thank you very much for following me along this day, because after the shower I'll just pack up my things and go up to the bar. I might leave you with some impressions, I'm not really sure, maybe I'll film a bit. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for defending me by the comment section and for your lovely comments. I really appreciate it, and I know that I'm trying a lot of different formats right now, and I'm trying to do different things and try to experiment, and I'm incredibly thankful for all of you being patient with me and going along and watching the new kind of videos and things like this. And I think I'm a new kind of generation of chateau YouTuber, maybe, I don't know, the poor chateau YouTuber. I'm trying to combine a lot of things here, and because I've realized for myself that I do have a lot more to give than just being an owner of a chateau. So much more. So there's so much more to come. Thank you so much, and à bientôt et au revoir. Bisous from the southwest of France. Bye guys!